Je voudrais éclaircir pour nos auditeurs de quelle place spirituelle vous nous parlez, si vous êtes catholique, évangélique ou autre, et quelles sont vos convictions morales et politiques au sujet de l'enfance. Ainsi, nous nous prémunissons d'emblée concernant des critiques et des procès d'intention.
Well, I have a Judeo-Christian belief in my moral beliefs are based upon this. I'm of Jewish heritage, and I believe that the Judeo-Christian system of belief has been the most humane and the most civilizing of all belief systems that I'm aware of. And I think that can be attested to by an examination of the nations and their individual living systems, economic, social, and cultural. So yeah, that's what I believe, yeah, that's it.
Ok. Vous avez passé votre vie à dénoncer l'imposture scientifique de Kinsey, disant que les enfants étaient sexualisés dès la naissance, dotés de désirs sexuels. Mais auparavant, j'aimerais avoir votre avis pour que les gens comprennent bien. Pourquoi est-ce grave de sexualiser les enfants et de leur ôter leur innocence? Quelles sont les conséquences pour la société?
Let me add, yeah, that the attack on Judeo-Christian believers, yeah, is one that has grown all across the globe. I know in the United States in particular, of course, I know the most. We are having people arrested. We've had to close down a Catholic orphanage. Not orphanage, child, adoption agency, because that adoption agency believed that it could only in good conscience award children to two parents, a husband and a wife. So because of the backlash, the kind of problems that we have in our country at this time, the prejudice against religion, which is one of the main ways to get the pedophile world established, is the destruction of the religious system, because this has happened across the board in the country. So it's something that we have to be aware of as we talk. Well, it is indeed dangerous to the independent thought process, to the growth, to the psychological and spiritual and ethical growth of a child, to be sexualized early. First of all, you're talking about their brains being under alternative control. Yeah, you cannot. And right now, at the youngest age in school, children are being conditioned, indoctrinated, yeah, with sexual themes, sexual ideas. It's destroying them, absolutely destroying them. They sexually act out on each other. They sexually act out on younger sisters and brothers. They imitate everything that they're taught, yeah, and they become little robots that are controlled first by the non-existent sexual feelings that they're given. They're non-existent. They have no hormones as yet, no sex hormones, okay. But they confuse fear and shame and trauma with sexual arousal. They are having that's what's pumped into them. So their inability to function independently is what takes place. They have a shorter life. They commit suicide. We know, high rate of suicide, high rate of homicide, high rate of every kind of disease, every sexual disease, because they act out. And the main thing, they are easily groomed by adults. They are being groomed by adults. So they are abused by adults. Makes the world crazy, absolutely crazy. And so therefore, completely controllable by those who wish to control.
Oui, on pourrait dire, comme je l'avais vu avec Marc dans l'interview, que Freud lui-même disait que si on parlait sexualité aux enfants ou qu'on sexualisait les enfants, ça les rendrait absolument inéducables.
We have a website in the United States called No Fap. What that is no masturbation. Yeah, this is a website that's attempting to help guys, not just guys, girls, to get off pornography. Stop using pornography. And the connection, of course, between pornography and masturbation is this. There's absolute connection. Okay, so it's called NoFap, and thousands and thousands of people are writing from all over the world, to tell their stories. I've been off pornography, and I haven't fapped for months. I haven't for weeks, and so on and so on. And one of the things that they comment on is the clarity of their minds. And these are adults, mind you. The clarity of their minds once they have been freed of the masturbation and the pornography. Yeah? They say the brain, they call it brain fog. So the brain fog has gone. After they are off it for, say, a couple, 3 months, they can start to feel free. But when you start little children, as we have been doing with this insanity, and by the way, Kinsey was also the father of masturbation. He died of orchitis, sexual abuse of his own genitals, to such an extent that somebody wrote it would make a grown man weep. He was so violent to his genitals. Between that and sexually transmitted diseases, because he was having sex with so many guys, men and boys, perhaps. Yes, of course. That he died of orchitis, which is a disease that afflicts the genitals. So he fathered masturbation as well as the glamorization of masturbation for the world, for schools, and sexual from birth, the concept of children being sexual from birth.